Well, if I told you at halftime of the Bulls versus the 76ers, one of the teams would be up by 11 points, would you have thought that it was going to be the Chicago Bulls? Because I don't know if I would have. I'm just going to be 100% honest for you. No front running, no making it seem like I got all the answers. This team got out to a big, slow start, an early deficit, and they ended up finishing that quarter up by one. They are now up by 11 points. The Chicago Bulls are beating the Philadelphia 76ers at home right now by 11 points. Kobe White leading the way with 16 points in this game, going 7 of 10 from the field, only 2 of 4 from three-point range. So it's not even like he's killing them from three-point range. The Chicago Bulls as a whole have gone 5 of 13 from three-point range for 38%, which is solid enough. They're shooting the ball 53% overall right now from the field. But what this is, we're living in the twilight zone right now. And this goes to show again how this Chicago Bulls team continues to play with heart. Right now, out rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers by 4 rebounds. We have taken care of the ball decently well, 8 turnovers to their 10 so far. But the Bulls are just, look at the balanced scoring tonight. We're just going to go through the stat sheet right now. Ayodasumu is the only person who was checked in the game who has not scored a single point. He still, even though, has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. So he doesn't have the Tony Snell stat line. But then you got Kobe White, we just went over, with 16 points. Nikola Vucevic with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. You also have DeMar DeRozan with 8 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals, 1 block from DeMar DeRozan. Patrick Williams is 3 from 10 from the field for 2 rebounds, 7 points. And then the bench, Alex Caruso with 6 points, 3 or 4 from the field. Javon Carter hitting 2 3-pointers. He got 6 points. Andre Drummond with 2 points. Dalen Terry with 2 points. This is crazy. And then when you look at it, the Bulls are doing not exactly what I said, but they're doing something similar. Right now, Joel Embiid has 23 points. The Philadelphia 76ers only have 44 total points, so he has over half their points by himself. But then everybody else is shooting the ball kind of inefficiently. Melton is 2 for 3. Tyrese Maxey's 4 for 10 for 9 points. You got Tobias Harris. He's only taken 2 shots. You got Nicholas Batum only taking 1 shot. He hasn't made a single one yet. And then off their bench is just a bunch of one. Like Paul Reed has 1 field goal. House Jr. has 1 field goal. Nobody else off their bench has made a single shot, even though they've been taking shots. The Chicago Bulls right now are playing active defense, getting their hands in the passing lanes, getting out in transition. And those are things that when you're facing a team like this, if you allow the Philadelphia 76ers defense to set in, the Bulls are going to have a difficulty scoring. So what are the Bulls doing instead? They're getting out on fast breaks. They're attacking the defense before it fully has a chance to set out. They're moving the ball around to create those seams and do it. Like 26 points in the paint for the Chicago Bulls in the first half of this game. 26 points in the paint right now. We're living in a goddamn twilight zone, and I love to see it. This has been a fun first half to watch for the Chicago Bulls. Now, the thing that I want to say, I don't want to be a front runner. I have to admit this and talk about this. That this is still a win. This is still a game that the Philadelphia 76ers can more than get in. We've seen them get hot before. They are, like I said, they're top 10 in the league in 3-point. I think they're 7, something like that, as far as 3-point shooting percentage. So they can get hot and they can fill it up. You got to watch out for them, especially with Kelly Oubre off the bench. Maxey can get going, things like that. But otherwise, this team right now is balling. Where the hell did Nat come from? It's balling. And they're playing team basketball. Yes, Kobe's leading the way in scoring, but they're spreading out. Patrick Williams, who averages 10.3 shots per game, has taken 10 shots in the first half. 10 of them. This team right now is playing the way that we want them to play, and they've put themselves in a position to have a chance to win this game. Like I said, they cannot come out lackadaisical in the second half of this game. The Bulls are going to have to keep the pressure on because I'll tell you what, right now, the Philadelphia 76ers are coming for blood in the second half of this game. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Joel Embiid becomes more of a facilitator in the second half of this game to start it off, to try to get the other players going and to try to get the shooters out on the perimeter going. Because if they can do that, we already know Joel Embiid can go off. Like I said, 8 of 14 in the first half, 23 points. He's 1 of 3 from 3-point range. But if the Philadelphia 76ers can get their shooters going and in rhythm to start off the second half, they know that they can rely on Joel Embiid to then bring them home. So that's what this team is going to look to do in the second half of this game. They're really going to be looking to get those shooters going and then allow Joel Embiid to be what seals them the victory. So the Bulls have to come into this second half. They have to be prepared for that barrage. They have to be prepared for them to try to start taking a lot of threes. If they can weather the storm of that and keep them from shooting an effective three-point shooting percentage, the Bulls have a chance to win this game. Again, I got to see them make it through this third quarter. They have to come out of here playing extremely good defense and be prepared, because the Philadelphia 76ers are coming for blood in the third quarter of this game. And if the Bulls can weather that, if they can go through that third quarter, hold on to a lead, and God forbid if they're able to extend it, that's when things start getting interesting in the fourth quarter of this game. But don't make the 11-point lead make you get yourself into a false sense of security, because ain't shit secure right now against the Philadelphia 76ers team. That's not shit secure. You've done a great job in the first half. I commend what you've done in the first half of this game. But what's coming for you in the second half, we got to make sure that we're prepared for it. If we're not, it's going to be ugly in the second half of this game. So I just wanted to point that out. We're going to go ahead and get into some of your guys' comments and see how you guys are feeling. Marcus says, Kobe and Pat are electric. Feel you on that one. Shay, great aggressive play by Patrick Williams. Still needs to make more shots. Yes, he does need to make more shots, but it's good to see him being aggressive. That's what we talked about today in today's daily episode. Patrick Williams being more aggressive is going to unlock some things for him. Pat walking after going down on the last play. Good. We don't need anybody else going down. Don't need anybody else going down. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Kobe White is him. Hope Paul's okay. I think he's like, do not be surprised if he doesn't start that second half, but I think Paul's gonna be okay. Kobe White is him, and damn it, will be a shame if Patrick is hurt with how he has been playing. Let's hope that that's not the case. Ease Instrument said, I heard over the radio that Nicole Louis Vuitton got a tech. That's funny. What's going on, Ease? Glad to have you in the building. They look really good against Philly. That's from Big Disciple. Listen, they are playing extremely well. Bulls have no fear going after Embiid. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that's been Alex Caruso, no fear, even coming back from injury. And that's a good thing. If you attack Embiid, you got a chance to get him in foul trouble. Hasn't really happened yet, but you definitely got a chance to that. Big Disciple says, I always believe in the Bulls will win. I'm the only delusional for my hometown team. I'm just very happy to see us look like a team who can beat anyone. Kobe White is Kobe White. Listen, like I said before, it's time to stop just talking about if Kobe White keeps this up. Kobe White is legit, and you love to see it, man. Kobe White is just legit. It just is what it is. D-Dub in the building says, Haize, overall, I'm very happy with the first half, but is it me, or does DeMar just feel like a turnover machine lately? How many turnovers does DeMar have? I mean, he only has 2. So I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, hey, I also haven't noticed it. So before you pointed it out, I haven't really been noticing it. So team basketball in the building. Everyone is focused. Hope P. Will doesn't have a pulled groin. Let's take that into the second half and get this W. Agree with you. Austin in the building says, fun to watch. Vooch is struggling, so I hope he gets to turn things around next half. Pat looks like he will be fine, but that was a scary slip. Yeah, I think it's just a scary slip. I think Pat's going to be fine. Let's hope that that's the case. Matthew says, low-key, Dalen Terry had some very good possessions. He did, and I think that Dalen Terry, like I said, the game's starting to slow down some for him. He's starting to calm down himself, which is a big part of him kind of being a more productive player. I think not only DeMar, but others too, those 76ers have fast hands. They knock ball out with high speed. They knocking out balls with high speed? What's the body count on that? What's the body count on knocking balls down with high speed? What's the body count on that? Somebody do the math. What is the body count? That's crazy. Y'all now here knocking balls out with fast speed, just the balls, though. I mean, listen, ball play is important. For those that don't know, like, ladies, ball play is important. Don't skip the balls, lady. Don't do it. Show the balls attention. You got to do that. I'm talking about basketballs, man. Don't y'all get started. I'm talking about basketballs. You got to show the balls love. The team is looking more and more like a solid team every game. Yeah, for sure. And having a team that's healthy as well is a big part of that. A big part of everybody being healthy in that case. White is the new Windy City assassin. Listen, Kobe White is balling right now. The rhythm that Kobe White is in is crazy. Crazy. You love to see it. Bro, I have 5 NBA players I absolutely hate. Nick Batum is one of them. Whoever he's guarding needs to have the ball and cook him every goddamn time. That's funny. Let's see what else we got here. I've been waiting to cop a New Jersey since last year, but I held out on Zach and DeMar because I wasn't sure how long either would be with the team. But I'm definitely copping Kobe White jersey and merch. Hey, do it, bro. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I said I was talking about basketballs. What y'all? I gotta stop. I'm talking about basketballs. Y'all don't have your lady wash your basketballs. Come on, she don't love you. She don't wash your balls for you. That's all. Like she just got you out here playing basketball with dirty balls. She don't fix. She don't clean your balls for you. Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me y'all ain't never had somebody to love you enough to clean your balls for you. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild, man. Haize, I know after a few wins, you were still hesitant on how you would look at this team. Are you starting to believe that this may be legit? I definitely think that this is. I definitely think that this effort that this team's playing with, I think I'm starting to feel safe in being able to say that this team is legit, that this is the identity of this team now. Haize, you knew what you do. I didn't do nothing. I said I was talking about basketballs. What are we talking about? That's all I said, man. That's all I said. Clean your balls. That's it. That's it. That's all I said, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. I listen. I didn't even say nothing crazy, bro. That's wild, man. That's wild, bro. Like y'all just think the craziness of me, man. That's crazy. Haize, you think Drummond needs more playing time? I feel like he's a better defender than Vooch. He is a better defender than Vooch, but he's a much worse offensive weapon, and he clogs in the lane. He makes it easier for the team to defend. And like I've pointed out many times before, that Andre Drummond, the more minutes he plays, his efficiency goes down more. So I think that's why you don't see him play more minutes. Now, there are some matchups where I definitely think, especially when he's cooking, he definitely needs to play more. So I will say that. Haize, do you think we can get back above 500 in the coming months? We have a lighter schedule coming up. So this is the thing, depending on how close the Bulls are to 500 by after January 15th, the Bulls have the 3rd easiest schedule in the NBA for the rest of the way. So if they can stay around right now, we're 7 games below 500. Keep in mind, this is one of the tougher games on our schedule this week. We got the Lakers up next, and then we got the Spurs and the Cavs. I'm not sure if that's the right order. If we can come out of this week going 2-2 or 3-1, at that point you're looking at the team being either 13-18 or 12-19. I think. Wait, did I do the math right on that? I can't count. But I think that that you're starting to march closer to that. So they want to be chipping off at that. We need to get as close to 500 as possible by January 15th. After that, the way that the season gets easier, also whatever we get back from the Zach LaVine trade at that point in time, having more depth or whatever it is, it's not out the realm of possibility for us to be able to get to be back at 500 or close to it by the end of the year. It's not out of the realm of possibility. That's all I'm saying. Who cares? He causes mismatches and causes foul trouble. His rebound skill doesn't go down and he gets more minutes. No, it does. That's what I mean. Efficiency in every such of the imagination. He doesn't cause mismatches. He does. He gets in foul trouble. That's another thing that goes up. Andre Drummond gets in huge foul trouble if you play him over 18 minutes. So if you care about basketball and actually the actual game on the court, then yeah, you should care about that because it won't be the same. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the game. I'll be back post game show. Love you guys. Go